Call the meeting in order. My apologies. Our first item is our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Vice Chair, could you read our mission statement?
The mission of Marshall Public Schools is to educate, support, and prepare all learners for success.
Thank you. Approval of the agenda. Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any additions? Hearing none, please vote. It is approved. Public forum. This is the time anybody in the public that would like to approach the board, you're more than welcome. Moving on to our consent agenda, do we have a motion?
So moved.
Need a second. Second. Open for discussion. Hearing no discussion, please vote. It is approved. Financials. Motion to approve financials. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Open for discussion.
Just touch on a couple of things. Transportation was for the June and July summer school. Capital expenditures, that is our bus lane, some of our LTFM projects that we've done, middle school sidewalk, carpet project at Parkside, along with some of our one-to-one devices. And then the debt redemption and the OPEB debt service are both our July interest payments.
Any questions, board members? Hearing none, call for a vote. It's approved. Any questions on financials? Any board members? Board reports and updates. Board members, anything you'd like to report? School board calendar review.
Just a couple things to make you aware of. I think some of you may already know this, but on August 26th, the Bond Oversight Committee will meet at 5:15. This tends to happen every other week or twice a month. And then a reminder that the MSBA Legislative Advocacy Meeting is scheduled in Marshall on September 10th, I believe, at 5:30 p.m. at MSBA. Tricia, if someone would like, I don't know if there's pre-registration for that, or want them to contact you or just register, or?
Aaron registered himself, but if you do register, please let me know. I believe I did as well.
I registered as well.
You did?
When is it?
Yeah,
September
I did
10th?
register.
September 10th at 5:30 at the fall. I believe that's right.
It is, that's right.
Yep.
My calendar's set.
Under our superintendent's report.
So in my report, some updates on the referendum projects that are taking place. We're moving forward, lots of work left to do, but overall, I think we're getting closer to that point where we have a specific design for the work at Parkside for early childhood, and also the specific design for the new elementary school. And then Dion did I'll kind of steal a little bit of his thunder, but did a really nice job of laying out all of the different activities that are taking place with the school safety grants that we received. And I don't know if you've been in any of the buildings, but we're seeing some of that work already taking place, specifically here in the middle school, for example. The front entrance of the middle school is sort of cordoned off right now. There's the monitor, the video monitor is on the wall. I think there's lights up above the doors and different things like that. You notice we don't have doors out here, second set of doors yet. There were doors yesterday. I don't know where they went today, but there's work taking place with that. And Deanne can cover that in his report if you'd like to. And Eric Jeldon is our new West Side principal. In his report, he just gave you an introduction of who he is and his family, and some pictures. And then he talked a little bit about 3 priorities for the year. Eric and Amanda have both been invited, or will be, to be here on September 3rd for the board meeting to introduce themselves, so you can put a face with their names. In Brian's report, he gave an update on staffing. I believe he'll have 8 new staff members this year at the high school, and then shared some information about ACT scores, and that might be of interest to all of us because of the On to College Now program with John Baylor, and trying to make sure that we're seeing the increase that John Baylor talks about. And again, a reminder that program is being financed by the Pride in the Tiger Foundation for 3 years, so we're grateful for that. In Amanda's report, Amanda Peterson, she shared information about work that's happening with her site leadership team, and then also just some of the things that she's doing in preparation for workshop week. And in Bruce's report for activities, he had a few updates about marching band. The M Club Tiger 5000 is coming up, fall sports kickoff, things like that. And then he also shared some of the results of the work that his activities leadership team had done, where they want to, in all of the programs and groups and whatnot, talk about life as a Tiger, with Tiger standing for teamwork, integrity, grit, excellence, and respect. And they have some things planned that they're going to share with their student athletes or student participants. So good stuff with that. Dion.
Just touch on a couple of things. On July 16th, when the board had approved to increase the sub pay, one of the board members had asked where we sit compared to other schools. We had received this survey and just wanted to share that with you so you can see where we sit with our area and school size. I think we're right in line and competitive, so just wanted to point that out. Scott had touched about the safety, laying out the details there, and I'll try to share those as they come along. The biggest thing is that when school starts, we'll have secured entrances. Even if the work's not done, everything will be secured, and we'll get the work done as soon as everything's in. Update on our high school gym, just so you know. There's Service Master is doing the cleaning, and they've laid out an outline of when they'll be done cleaning. Not only the sawdust from the sanding, but also the smoke and soot. They're hoping to be done around August 27th in the South Gym, and then September 4th in the North Gym. Unfortunately, after that, we'll need another 16 days for painting, finishing, and curing of the gyms. I've put the dates in there. Been working close with Dan Westby, Terry Ballman, Bruce Remy, Brian Jones, giving them updates and trying to get things figured out so everything can keep moving. And then just a side note on the referendum, today and tomorrow, we're having advanced planning meetings. That's meeting with certain groups like Title, EL, Music, Classroom, getting specifics about the actual inside of the classroom in regards to storage and different things like that.
One thing that's not in any of the reports, but certainly worth mentioning, I don't know if you noticed it when you came in, but the new logo, you'll start seeing that in different places, like behind all of us here, with the branding and logo process. Bruce and Tricia have done really amazing work, and I think we're going to see some real good results from that. So, like I said, you'll start to see our logo appear in different places, and it will take a couple of years to get everything done in terms of changing all the logos over and things like that, but definitely I feel like we're moving in a really good direction. And again, kudos to Bruce and Tricia for their work on the logo and branding process.
I have a question, Deanne or Scott. The west side area where they're doing the paving or whatever, will that be ready by the time school starts?
Yeah, the intersection will be open. I emailed Jason and Glenn at the city, and they confirmed that the intersection will be open when school starts.
That's a mess over there.
It is a mess. It would be a mess if school started and it weren't open.
We'll just run the buses through whatever's there, right?
All right, moving on. Review of policies 514 through 517. Any questions? This was the first review. Moving on to our action items, authorization to increase the nursing hours at West Side. Do we have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion?
This is just a request with the, as you can see in the report, significant number of students at Westside with health-related concerns. We've had some requests that the nurse at Westside has increased to 8 hours at Westside. She's currently 5.5 hours at Westside and about 2.5 hours at Holy Redeemer. This would be contingent on us filling the 2.5 hours at Holy Redeemer, which is funded through the state. So we're just asking that if we can fill that position, that we increase her hours to 8 hours at Westside.
Any questions, board? If not, please vote. It is approved. Nominations to MSBA Delegate Assembly. Do we have a motion?
Second.
You got 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're fortunate that Sarah has an interest in this, and showing your support for her nomination, I think will hopefully carry good weight. And then Sarah will, assuming it passes, she will have the opportunity to complete I think it's an application, short application, and be considered. I think they'll likely, if there are enough nominees, they'll have an election of some sort that you'll have an opportunity to vote in as well, although that depends on the process that MSBA uses.
Very good. I'll call for a vote. It is approved. Approval to add work session on Monday, September 16th. Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Open for discussion.
I think we've set up specific, like a schedule or agenda for the day. We'll coordinate that and get that information out to you. Plan to start right at 4 o'clock. Hopefully end up here about.
Start here.
Yeah. We usually throw, how many people can we get in the new van, Dion?
That'd be 10.
We'll likely take the new van, I would guess.
I can drive too, it doesn't really matter.
I don't know if anybody wants to ride
I'm
with
gonna
you,
ride in the
Jeff.
van and Jeff's van.
Okay.
All right,
we'll
end
get
of
it
that
scheduled.
discussion, I'll call for a vote. It is approved. Thank you, board members.